Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are driving on Highway 2000, the north-south leg, and this is the Edward Seaga Highway. So today we're going to talk about the airports in Jamaica and who owns them and what benefits the Jamaican government gets from these airports. So the government announced recently that they're looking at Vernon Field as the 4th international airport in Jamaica. And based on the comments and the feedback we got from persons, a lot of people seem to think that a foreign company owns these airports. So we're going to go through this video today explaining that the Jamaican government owns these airports and they get a benefit from operating these airports. For example, every passenger that passes through the Jamaican airport pays a tax to the Jamaican government. Remember, the Jamaican government owns the airports, but they are operated under a concession agreement by a foreign company. So the Jamaican government collects a lot of tax from these airports. And if you build a 4th international airport, that's even more tax that the government will collect. So there are 3 international airports, 2 that really meet the standard of an international airport. The Ian Fleming International Airport in Ocho Rios cannot land the big planes. I don't know if it's just a symbolic gesture or they just want the airport for private charters or small planes, but nonetheless it is considered an international airport, but it by no means has the traffic or the runway to make any significant impact on the airports in Jamaica. So that leaves us with 2, the Sangster International Airport and the Norman Manor International Airport, and both airports are owned by the Jamaican government. They are operated by a foreign company. Now, the Sangster International Airport is owned by the Airports Authority of Jamaica, meaning the Jamaican government owns the airports through the Airport Authority of Jamaica. Now, they gave Montego Bay Airports Limited a concession to operate the airport. I think it was either 30 or 50 years. And that company, MBJ Limited, operates the airport, but they don't own it. It's a similar arrangement with the road we're on. Chinese company built this road, but the road belongs to the Jamaican government. But the Chinese company can collect toll on the road. What's the name of it now? It's not Trans Jamaica. I don't remember the name of the company, but when you pay toll on this road, you're not paying it to the Jamaican government, you're paying it to the Chinese government, and that's how they will recoup the cost of building the road and make a profit. But the road belongs to the Jamaican government, and these concessions are given for a time period. This road that we're on, the concession is 50 years. The other highway that goes to Montego Bay or Maple and Mandeville, the concession is 30 years. So at the end of the 50 years, this road goes back to the Jamaican government. They mean the collection of the toll. But until then, the Chinese company will collect the toll. And I shouldn't say Chinese company, that's wrong, because it's a Jamaican company, but it's owned by China Harbour Engineering Company. So that's how it works. It's the same thing with the airports. Now the Sangster International Airport, the runway is being extended, the departure lounge was upgraded. It's the concessionaire that's spending that money, or the majority of the money. It's part of the agreement where they will maintain the airport, they will expand it, they will basically, everything is written out in the concession agreement, what they must do. And So basically, the Jamaican government owns all these airports. Now, if they were to develop Vernon Field, I'm sure it would be a similar scenario where a company would build out the airport and get a concession agreement to operate it, and the Jamaican government still benefits from the concession agreement because they will get money out of it, but they also get all the tax and all those things like departure tax that persons pay when they buy a ticket. So basically, a lot of persons said the Jamaican government should build more hospitals, more this infrastructure, but all those things are being done. The University of the West Indies Hospital is being renovated. The Spanish Town Hospital is literally being built over. A children's hospital is being built from scratch in Montego Bay, and the Cornwall Regional Hospital has major renovations going on over there. So it's not that the government is not building hospitals, they are, and it's not like the airport is going to be a burden on the country. It will actually bring in revenue for the government, and the government is building police stations, they're renovating fire stations. Just this week they announced that they're building a tax office in Cristiano. So another airport will definitely bring in more revenue for Jamaica, and it will be owned by the Jamaican government. Nothing wrong with these public-private partnerships. They work well in Jamaica, so the concession arrangements work well. Jamaica is actually extending the Northern Coastal Highway because the Sanctuary International Airport is so busy that they are extending the highway from Montego Bay to Ocho Rios. They also have plans to build the southern coast, but it's on the way. A lot of development is going on, so it's not like the government is only building an airport and doing nothing else. But Jamaica definitely will benefit. Now, a similar arrangement operates for the Norman Mann International Airport. It's owned by the Jamaican government, but it's under a concession agreement. It's the same company that operates the Sanctuary International Airport. The same entities, I should say. It's a Mexican company, and I think it's a Mexican and Canadian company. I'm not sure the details, but the majority shareholder is a Mexican company. They have another company set up that has that concession for the Norman Mann International Airport. Works well. The airports are being upgraded. I mean, so if Vernon Field is chosen, and there is probably an 80% chance that, not even 80, 90% chance that Vernon Field will be the spot for the next international airport, then I mean, I can't imagine any other location in Jamaica that would have the space and basically for an airport of that size, because it doesn't make sense you build another Ian Fleming International Airport. It does not make sense. If you're going to build a fourth airport, build it larger than the Sanctuary International Airport. Make sure the runway is longer. It's the longest runway in Jamaica. It doesn't make sense you upgrade an aerodrome like what they did to Ian Fleming. It doesn't make sense. Build the airport properly, use a concession agreement, and like a foreign company come in and put up the capital, and they have the expertise. Jamaica will benefit in the long run. And basically if Vernon Field is chosen for that airport, you have to have a train service running from Kingston to that airport. You have to have a train service running from Montego Bay to that airport. You have to have, Highway 2000 is there already, and it will go all the way to Montego Bay. You have to have the infrastructure that goes along with the airport so that people can get there easily and quickly. And basically, it's going to be done. It's just a matter of time. The government has not committed to a time frame yet, and they haven't committed to Vernon Field as being a spot. but that is the most logical location, and they did say they're looking at Vernon Field as the location. We're actually going to go and take a tour, make videos of Vernon Field so that you guys can see what's exactly there. Alright guys, so to summarize, the Jamaican government owns all the international airports in Jamaica. They actually own all the aerodromes in Jamaica as well, and they do get a financial benefit from these airports. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Have a good day.